Remix, you and your lackeys get on stage now.
Are you serious right now? You're gonna make me do this? I mean, come on. I am so sick and tired of you.
No more back talk, or you get a dose from my power control.
Shane, are you on stage now?
Sonic? What's going on?
No time to explain. The controller should be disabled at any second now.
Hey, Remix! Who are you talking to? What are you up to?
Sir? Sir?
Not now, Starline. Can't you see I'm busy?
What's that? The controllers, they're malfunctioning.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you have no control over the guests or Remix anymore.
What? Fix it before they find out.
Sir,
What?
we're still broadcasting.
And we're back with the Chaos Emeralds. All of them.
Heck yeah! Let's do this, Shadow!
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Oh dear. Dude, I'm out of here!
Oh yeah!
Super form don't scare me so easily. Face my super egg dragon!
Yeah!
This is the end of your revolution.
You wake the pieces inside!
Sonic, I see a weakness in Mark. Keep him distracted.
Where do you think you're going? Running away?
Say hi to the camera! Say hi to the camera! themselves. So,
Hey guys, how we doing? My name is Dr. Kelp. I am one of the voice cast directors for Sonic Revolution's VA Improv panels that we do in the Discord server. And me and some of my wonderful other hosts right here. Yeah, of course, Ultimate, I know. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to be your hosts. So Ultimate, go ahead.
Hi, I'm the Ultimate Voice Actor. I voice a bunch of characters on for Sonic Revolution. I'm also one of your casting directors. And yes, before you ask, I was here the entire time. I did not know I was not supposed to be on that side, but I was not on that side, I was on this side. Answer your next.
Hello everyone, I'm also one of the casting directors for Revo. I'm also the voice of Sonic and Orbot and Booster.
I am Rockstar Certified Productions, and I am the understudy voice of Kip the Fennec.
Woo! Hi everyone, my name is Arena Rooney. I go by Arena, and I am the voice of Rougepat. Pleasure to meet you.
Go Arena!
Hi, I'm Mr. JPEG, also known as James. I'm the voice of Mighty Armadillo and Mimic the Octopus.
Yo, I'm doing the main queen, and I voice Amy and Charmy for Revo.
Woohoo!
What's up, my people? I'm True Blue. I'm True Blue. I'm the main voice of Jet and the understudy for Boom Sonic.
Woo!
What's going on? I'm Josh Hodgson, your son. You totally didn't see me a few minutes ago. I'm the voice of Knuckles, Boom Knuckles, and Zavok Revolution, and as far as other stuff you might be familiar with that I've done project-wise, I'm also Knuckles in the Sonic and Knuckles show, as well as I've done some work with Sonic Paradox, most notably Commander Buzz in Sonic Animated, as well as a couple of the new Sonic shorts. I voiced Knuckles for 2 shorts and Big for 1. There's that.
Woo! Hi, my name is Malia Boone, also known as Sonic Boone, and I'm the voice actress for Sally Acorn and Cosmo.
Yay!
I am the voice of Omo Chow, as well as the video and everything say upon a Revo. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Go Chris!
Hi, I'm Sydney Page, or Blue Moon 88. I voice Tails and Cosmo, or Tails and Blaze! In Sonic Revo.
Woo!
My name is Ken Penders, the only $5,000 in legal fees.
Come on!
Clements, also known as MC Voices. I voice Cubot, Professor Gerald Robotic, and Dave the Intern in Sonic Revo.
Woo!
This is going to be fun. So we're going to do a general Q&A here, and we're going to have you guys just ask some questions for us about our voice acting for Revo, what we like about it. Anything you want to know, just let us know, and we will let you guys answer one at a time. We're going to pass the mic round robin. I ask that you ask general questions that everyone can answer, so that we can have as many people talk as possible and answer as many questions. Anything to add?
My back is killing me.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So with that, if you have a question, feel free to raise your hand and come to the stage. Well, Kevin, all right.
Go Kevin, we love you!
Alright, so what would you say, if I know it's like choosing a favorite child, but what would you say is your most favorite panel moment of all time? But I know that's like choosing a favorite child, but I'm very curious. Off the field, iOS is better than Android.
Oh gosh. You would ask that question, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yes, I would.
Okay, well for me, I will say that honestly, my favorite panel moments and everything like that has been this. This is the first time I've been to Revo in person.
Woo!
If I had to answer, that's the honest truth.
Ultimate, bro. Like it is, like your favorite child. So as you know, I voice Dr. Sterling for Revo, and although this would be one of my favorites, I think one in particular would be a panel that I did for Sonic Revo. It was during one of the online conventions. It was either, I think it was last year. Was it last year? It was the Tea Time with Starline where I did a 2-hour panel as Dr. Starline, and I got nothing done because they had a bunch of characters. Most of the voice actors are here for that. They just went in and interrupted my show, and I had to just share along with them. And of course, as Dr. Starline, I hated it. As myself, I loved it. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's hard to pick, but I think for me, it would have to be, like, panel-wise, Sonic and Tails improvised voice challenge. That was so fun. We got challenged to do different voice impressions, and the audience gave us scenarios. It was one of the best experiences.
Brilliant.
I have one panel that is still carved in my brain ever since it happened. 2022, Girls Night 2. Like, where like karaoke happened, Q&A happened, and Chris, Ultimate, and Kelp got a makeover. And unfortunately, I was one of the victims, thanks to a certain someone. But yeah, nonetheless, Girls Night 2 was my favorite moment.
So far, it's gotta be the Team Dark Q&A. There are some stories in there that'll go down in infamy. For some reason, the mic is going out.
Possibly.
We need Omega. But those stories will go down in infamy. Shadow in a Dress, our only successful mission being stopping for donuts. Chaos Cola, not because we wanted charity, but we needed the money, the usual.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite panel moments was when I voiced Mimic. In the last 15 minutes of one panel, I was actually going through a major panic attack, and that was actually my best performance as him to date. So that is going to be forever fused in my brain, and I am never going to forget it. So yeah, just if you ever listen to any of the recordings made by Josh Hodgson over here, in the last 15 minutes of one, I had a panic attack, and that was my best performance as a character to date. So yeah.
What was the question again?
What's the best panel?
I know, it's like choosing a favorite tile.
Wait, what?
This is what you've done, Kevin.
Yeah, I aim to believe.
Okay, from what I remembered, we had a whole entire panel that was dedicated to Charmy being a therapist.
Oh yeah!
Like the first panel I've ever been on, we had like this joke of Shadow's therapist being Charmy. And I thought that was like the funniest thing ever. And I love the fact that, it was like a whole panel, and I'll admit, even I wouldn't know what I'm doing if I was Charmy.
Mine's got to be the Babylon Rogues panel.
Yeah!
The stuff that me, shout out to Cutie Cat and Pop Culture Dude, the stuff we were saying was one of the funniest moments of my life. Like, for example, Jet forgetting to park the balloon.
Of course, Jet, we forget.
For me, it has to, without a shadow of a doubt, have to be the second Sonic in the Movies 2 panel, Disney edition. I just want to give a shout out to Sydney over here, and Andrew, as well as everybody that was involved in that one. It was like, that was easy. Well, everybody that was involved in it, I would definitely say it was by far my personal favorite panel I've ever friggin' done as part of.
Chatting for life.
Yeah, part of that including the whole joke crack shit that I don't mean to put you on the spot here. The dude made up called Shadow and and also I think my personal favorite. I think that as far as what I specifically did for that one, had to be the Great Mouse Detective scene that I did as Basil. Well, well, Knuckles, quote unquote, as Basil. It was just, I hadn't even watched the movie in like years at the time that we had did it. It was just an absolute fun moment. That entire panel is my favorite thing ever. Shout out to Corin, shout out to Sydney over here, and Andrew for putting it together, and it was just great. Check.
My favorite panel that I've done would have to be the Royals panel. Would have to be the Royals panel as a whole. It was just so funny to tell Sally, and we were just roasting Andrew and Sonic the entire time for abandoning his kingdom and Sonic and the Black Knight. I thought it was hilarious. So props to everyone that was a part of that.
Yeah, that's funny.
There's been a lot of panels I've been a part of since being here in Revo, but some of the ones I enjoyed was when I voiced Omocha for two panels, and of course this man right here. Fucking hell! I had a lot of fun with it, and looking forward to do more. I think.
So as one of the characters, I'm often paired with the characters. So like I'm often paired with Andrew and often paired with Diet Dr. Feldman. I would say Silver Blaze 2 and answer to all your questions. Those are my two top.
They were great. The Sonic movies, the Disney edition was one of my favorites as well. I also really enjoyed basically the one that started it all, the Whose Line Is It Anyway panel. I don't think anything could ever top that. I also really like the one where Dave the Intern took over the panel.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Sticks and Noah. I had an absolute blast. David kind of the guy who you kind of love to bully. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you have another question, feel free to raise your hand. See you. Come on up.
Hands up.
First of all, hi Ultimate, hi Boone, hi MC. I'm glad to have you a part of Sonic Harmonic. And second of all, which one of those voice actors over there gave you the inspiration to voice act in general?
That's a good question. If I had to say, really, every voice actor over there is amazing at what they do. They are true champions of their craft, and they really do the best work ever. Like, round of applause for the voice actors we've got. Round of applause. I also get a lot of inspiration from David Humphrey's Shadow and Kirkwood's Shadow. There's so many that I could say. Everyone does such a phenomenal job. But if I had to say, probably.
Josh is no longer allowed to have a mic. That's hard. Does it have to be in the room? Okay. Yeah, because my inspiration for voice acting, because I actually joined the Sonic community really late in the game. So my initial inspiration for voice acting is not a Sonic voice actor, unfortunately. Although all these people are great. The person that inspired me the most to actually take up voice acting was none other than James Arnold Taylor, who is, he's not a Sonic guy, I don't think, but he is voiced in a whole bunch of different stuff. And just watching him perform, watching his range. Like you can watch say a Clone Wars episode, not even know he voiced like 5 different characters, including the one that you know him as. So with that, it seems like how much potential you have in like the voice and that instrument you use, like even make money off of that. I was like, hey, I could do that, and therefore I decided to commit, and that's where I am today.
It's a tough question. Because I'm inspired by many voice actors. You know, Rob Paulson, he inspires me, Jim Cummings, James Arnold Taylor as well. And if I had to choose obviously the Sonic VAs, I would say the Adventure 2 cast. inspired me a lot to pursue voice acting. So a big shout out to the Victor 2 cast. Yeah.
Okay, so my answer is kind of different. Who exactly? Okay, that's not okay. Okay, my answer is kind of different. The people who actually inspired me into voice acting, I'm on stage with them. Everyone here did. Literally every single one of you castmates on this stage inspired me into voice acting. If it wasn't for any of you, I wouldn't even be here right now. If I hadn't sit on my butt on that desk for 2 hours straight, listening to your fantastic voices, I wouldn't be here. I just would not be here. So like, just for you guys to inspire me to get into voice acting and to be on the Singing Song Revolution, or Egglin Revolution, whatever. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. God, I'm trying not to get emotional over here. Thank you so much for that, man.
It's okay, Arena.
You know what? I gotta say something too, okay? One of the main reasons that I got into voice acting was watching the cutscenes, the Sonic Unleashed, okay? So seeing Jason Griffith and Lisa Ortiz over here, knowing that my heroes are over there and I'm on stage in the same damn room with them, thank you guys so freaking much. I'm trying not to cry. So thank you.
So for me, I am kind of going to point out some of the people that are over there right now. I recently had an interaction along with Tribble over here with Jason Griffith, and he is just the most chill dude ever.
Right?
Like, just the conversation I had with him was just so fun. I mean, I guess I'll just kind of talk about the experience really quickly. When I walked up to him, he said, "Oh, hey, have I seen you before?" And I'm like, "No, this is my first time meeting you." He's like, "Oh, well, I guess I've just seen your face before. I don't know where, but if this is your first time, then yes." So, I don't know, it was just such a fun interaction, and he's just such a chill dude. I mean, he's over there talking to a whole bunch of fans. He probably can't even hear me right now, but if he did, Jason, you're awesome. Thank you.
For me, I've been inspired by like a bunch of cartoons and knowing how it can be amazing to do like silly voices or perform like as best as you can just to entertain people. I'll admit, okay, I gotta admit, for my Amy voice or something, Lisa Ortiz has been my inspiration for that. I just know, I know that I can do my own take on her, but if it weren't for Lisa, like, my Amy wouldn't exist.
Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. With what James said, Jason is the most chill dude ever. I know he's not paying attention right now, but without him or any of the Sonic X cast, I wouldn't even be here. Like, honestly. That also goes for all you too, honestly. I'm looking at you, Andrew.
In terms of voice actors in general, I would probably say Mel Blanc is like my absolute hero. As far as voiceovers, like literally every single voice that has come after him has been trying their damnedest to get to that. As far as people in that specific side over there, Scott Dreyer is definitely. I definitely have some bits that have influenced my Knuckles in a way. Dan Green tries to are like definitely my biggest inspiration as far as my Knuckles voice is concerned, but Scott Dreyer is definitely like one that I had fond of growing up as well. And just I mean, it would take forever to list them all, and we don't have that much time, so I don't want to bore y'all with that. But that's, yeah, as far as number one altogether, Mel Blanc, 100%.
Or Saucy, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but both of them have really inspired me, either Amy or Sally. really awesome, such a huge inspiration. All of you guys too, like what Rockstar said, it means a lot to me, and it really helps inspire me to try hard to be a good voice actor.
For me, honestly, all of them, Pete, Jason, Ryan, they've all been an inspiration for me. And people outside of Hollywood themselves, they've all been an inspiration for me to really push my voice to be out there. I really appreciate all of them for doing so.
Okay, outside of Rebel, I would say Mel Blanc and Colin O'Shaughnessy.
Yes!
So here at Rebel, I would say the Sonic X cast, Stephen Page, I am a huge fan of his. And then this whole stage right here, these people, I would not be the actor I am today without all of these people here. So, well done, guys.
First off, all you guys, of course. Second off, people like Stephen Page and the entire cast of Sonic Zone 182. Third, people like Jason Griffith, Mike Pollock. And the real answer, people like Mel Blanc, Rob Paulston, Jim Cummings, T. Bradley Baker, and especially James Arnold Taylor.
You got a question? I saw your hand up. Come on.
I like your hat.
Nice hat.
So this is a convention made by the fans for the fans. So what sort of fan projects have you guys like stuck out to you guys that you would recommend for us to look into?
Well, speaking a bit of a self-plug here, but I really enjoyed one of the things I worked on with the wonderful Sydney Page. It's getting close to the Tanabata Festival in July. In case you don't know, Gab, Sam, and Meguar did a comic called The Princess and the Coward that me and Sydney put together a dub of. Well, Sydney was the brains behind it. I just provided the voice of Silver, and it was a ton of fun. It's one of the best dubs I think I've ever been in.
It sounds like
I
Silver.
really highly recommend that you check out The Princess and the Coward on YouTube. So that's one I would say is definitely a must watch.
So is this constricted to like the things we've been a part of? Or?
No, you can do whatever.
Okay,
I was just recommending.
perfect. Okay. Because one I would definitely shout out, and I feel a little guilty because I know next to nothing about it, but Belina Productions' Sonic Scared Stupid, the final chapter, I think is a project definitely worth checking out. I can tell how much passion Steve is pouring into this project, and Sonic Zombies and all that is definitely something to check up on. Just catch up. The only thing I've seen from him, unfortunately, is just Christmas with Sonic, we need to bring that back though. But the final chapter he's working on with our lovable Sydney Page as Mal. Do it for Mal. But also, like he's got a Patreon up. He did an announcement about that. So for as little as $1, y'all, you can support Stephen Page and his projects, and maybe even bring back Comic Zombies. We want Scared Stupid first. That's what I want, because I want to see Sydney and I want to see what she does. And I think it's gonna be great.
Awesome.
For me, not because I'm in it, but Team Season 3. Yeah! I highly recommend it. It's looking great, and they've captured the magic of the show itself. So it's great.
One fan project that I know for sure that I've heard of that's the most watched is Sonic the Hedgehog Polaris. It's such a stupid microphone. It's such a deep emotional audio drama that DB Sonic, who formerly stepped down as director, that Noah, aka Yoshitell's 13, has been a part of. Like the whole entire every single part is just deep down emotional and all that. And I'm gonna say a little shout out for right now. In part 1, Sydney, shout out to you for that scream during the torture scene. That was amazing. And yeah, and funny enough, somewhere around last year I got casted, so you may see me in a future part. Who knows? So yeah, nonetheless, Sonic Polaris, I say that is a must watch.
Alright.
Before we move on to another one, I believe Shane has an announcement.
Uh-oh.
Shane here.
Shane? Shane!
Miss Sonic Remix, where you at? You got Sonic
Shane!
You sleeping on the job right now?
She's sleeping on that job.
Keep going.
Oh, restroom.
There she is.
We will wait for Shane to get in first. Alright, Shane's
I hear it.
1 second. So first, we got an announcement from Shane before we continue.
Sonic Remix, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, if you're planning on participating in the cosplay contest, we need you to start coming up to the side of the stage over here off to my right. So if you're entering, we're going to be doing the judging about 5 o'clock. So that'll be about 30 minutes. Thank you.
Alright, stay tuned for the cosplay contest. Alright, now we can continue where we left off.
Oh.
I would be doing a disservice if I don't mention this, but I would have to say Sonic Villains. Shout out to
Woo!
they are the reason that I was here last year for my first ever Sonic Revolution. It is a fantastic fan film. Also, shout out again to Sydney, because again, we work with you.
Love you, Sydney.
We love you, Sydney.
Keep an eye out for that.
This is kind of a hard question for me because I feel like every single bit of Sonic media that I've seen inspires me, and you should check out. Whether it be made by all of these lovely people or just, I don't know, I don't want to be the kind of person that like promotes my own stuff or talks about stuff I've been in. I mean, Polaris is one of them. I played a small part at the beginning of part 4, but even then, it's like Rockstar already said Polaris, so yeah. So whether it be already what these guys said, so like Arena, Sonic Villains, Rockstar, Sonic Polaris. Andrew, did you say your radio specials? What did you say again? Oh, Team Season, right. Kelby said Sydney stuff, and Ultimate, what did you say? Oh, wait, you said Bland Productions. Yeah, Sonic Scared Stupid, right. Yeah, just, you know, I think I'll just say whatever these guys have said, since I really do not have a good answer. Every single bit of Sonic media inspires me.
Hey. Good answer.
What am I answering?
Your ass.
Okay. So, well, there's a project that me, Lou, and MC are a part of, and it's done by one animator, and it's a Sonic and Transformers crossover, Sonic and the Autobots.
Rui!
What? Yeah, Rui. like even though it's like a fun little project for him, it's a fun series for all of us, and it balances like the kind of fans that people would that other people could enjoy, and like we highly recommend.
Woo!
Where do I start?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Okay, first things first. Sonic and the Autobots, obviously. Gotta love it. But also, he's not paying attention right now. But that guy over there, Wade Motions. Yep. Mobius and New Dawn Awakens is one of the best things I've been a part of, because I get to pour my heart and soul into like writing, like being able to bring people who really never had a chance to voice act to be able to get a chance. And I know this doesn't count as a fan project, but Revolution, honestly.
Hey!
With this other mic, but anyways. I mean, definitely the #1 fan project I can think of right at the top of my mind, the Sonic Shorts. Easily, that's that is easily my favorite piece of Sonic fan project. thing of all time, and it was an absolute honor to be able to say that I was a part of the new volume, Volume 9.
Yeah!
I was specifically, for those that don't know, I was Knuckles in Super Showdown in My Brand, and I was Big or Catfish in Pirate Time with Knuckles the Dread. And I've also been part of an earlier Commander Buzz and Sonic Gaming, and that, just shout out to everyone in Sonic Paradox, Wax, Tyrannic, everybody. Just like literally, if it wasn't for my hyper fixation with their content as a 14-year-old kid back in 2008, just looking through them on Newgrounds, I wouldn't be here probably.
I have to shout out Ultimate's audio drama series. It's really good. And then Kelp and Sydney's Princess and the Cowherder, and Andrew's radio specials. I also want to shout out James's Finnish fan dub and True Blues audio drama series that he's doing as well. And MC's channel as a whole. Yeah, that's my answer.
Me, I haven't been in really much any projects aside from the ones I did with a few of my friends here, voicing, doing the dub of the 900 Adventure, the Sonic Adventure. I had a lot of fun with all of them, and they really keep pushing me to do them.
I would say Sonic Villains, that's where I got started, so that's a project that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I would say, I would be missed to say Sonic and Scared Stupid 4. We're gonna get Mel here, so bring her here if you can support the Patreon. It's gonna be worth it. The amount of work.
We love you, Mel!
I would have to say Andrew, and then I had the privilege to do Radio Heroes, his radio station in London, and we did some of the greatest audio dramas I've ever been a part of, period. So check those out.
A bunch of fan projects that stood out to me have already been mentioned, like this Bling production stuff, especially Christmas with Sonic, and After Sonic Heroes by 182, Radio Hero specials, Ultimate stuff, Sonic and the Autobots.
Woo!
I also have to bring up the animation stuff by Pixel Rush. And also the audio drama series Super Sonic Squad by my friend Cole. It's how I got my start. And
wow!
I've gotten to write a few episodes, and it's just been a blast working with them.
Woo-hoo!
Anyone else have a question? Oh, I saw you. Come on up.
I see you.
Someone who wants to be a voice actor plays poor. I want to know what's a good way to get their head start without, spending so much money on like a PC, USB mic for their PC that they don't own. Because all I have right now is just my phone and my headphones that I don't.
Okay. So the statement that you need the best equipment to start out is not true. Because I'm standing here saying that I started in the Sonic community voicing on my phone. No headphones, no nothing, just voice memos on my phone. I did voice acting that. After a while, I saved up some money and got myself a mic stand, a mic, and some like isolation shield and an adapter for my computer. But you can really start from anywhere. You don't have to have all the best equipment starting out. Sometimes it's as simple as just doing an impression for fun. And I would say just, do what you gotta do and start where you can.
So, while he was talking, an analogy came to my head. So the first thing you need is drive. And I'm gonna use the illustration of a car. Bear with me on this one. So you have, that's the engine, that's your drive. So, but drive is not enough. You need something to push you forward. You need the stuff that helps you like build your drive. That's where the wheels come in. But there's things that can hurt your drive, that can damage it and cause it to be despondent. That's where like the frame and the shielding comes in. So then you get your car. It was scrapped, it was made in my head real quickly. But my point is, without those components, without like the drive, the motivation, with all that, like you're not going to go very far. Because voice acting, as I've learned, is very, very hard. In fact, it is, I'd say, one of the most cutthroat industries you ever try to get in. Because everybody is trying to fight for the same role. And we're going to do everything we can to get that role. And you're going to get a lot of no's when it comes to auditioning. And until you're ready to just take the nose and look out for that one yes, that will, which brings up another story. I'll cut it short. Fine, I'll cut it short. Right, I get it. Let me finish. Let me wrap up. Until you're ready to face a lot of the hardship that comes in with getting into voiceover and getting into like all the different auditions and stuff, you're not going to make it very far. So that drive is very important. You need to protect that drive.
A good way to start is using comic books or dubbing. So you put your own character voices, see what the character can have. So there's a character in the comic who's never had a voice. You look at him and go, I'm going to create a voice for that character. And never be afraid if you do like an impression and it's bad, because that makes a new character. So that's a good starting point. And you can always start off with like easy microphones, so that's really affordable, like Snowball Blue Lights. Or the Yetis, so they're quite affordable. So you can start with that kind of stuff.
Allow me to stand up, my legs are sore, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, so my advice is to start with what you already have. So just start with for what you already have. Like for me, like Kel started with the phone. I started with a really crappy USB headset. So I tried to voice acting with that. It didn't do very well. So I just saved up some money to where I was able to get a Blue Yeti, and then isolation shield and so forth. So I'd say if you don't have the money for the best equipment, I'd say use what you have for now and save up, and then save up your budget so you can get better equipment. Because like obviously you're not gonna get the best equipment for the first time when you start voice acting. Because like stupid microphone. I literally said this quote 2 years ago, and I'll say it again right here, right now. To achieve your dreams, you have to expect and go through a few obstacles on your way to the finish line.
So I would have to say, one of the things that I did is actually one of the suggestions from Andrew was to be reading comic books. Now, one of the main things that I have to stress, you do not need to record yourself as you are reading through the comic books. This is practice for you. So choose comics that you like, read them and read them again, read them out loud. Find a space that you feel comfortable in recording. Make sure you close the door though, so your dad doesn't walk in on you voicing Fang. That was very awkward. Blow up my butt! So make sure you find a space that you're comfortable in and start practicing, testing your range, and don't be afraid to try different voices. Voices that you can't even do. If you have a very masculine vocal range, don't hesitate to try doing a feminine vocal range. You are testing your limits. You're saying, okay, I tried it. This is definitely something I cannot do. I could do something really cute, or something really cool, or something really raspy. You gotta keep trying. Keep pushing your boundaries.
Okay, so my answer is going to mix with True Blue's answer. Kevin, is it okay if we can both answer at the same time? Yeah, we'll make it quick. So me and True Blue had a conversation with Mike Pollock earlier today in the break room, and he actually gave us a lot of really good advice about how to get into voice acting professionally. You want anything, True Blue?
So one piece of advice he gave us that was really like good was you're gonna start out small, but as you work harder and harder, like commercials, radio shows, that kind of thing, you want to start putting yourself out there with like demos, with like a way to promote yourself. And then when you do that, you get an easier chance to.
Well, you just get an easier chance to, find things and also gotta be like contacted for. Is that related?
Contacted.
Well, yeah. Like it just if you put yourself out there, you kind of get exposure, and also like if you put in like your resume to like some people that are probably looking for people, then they'll probably accept you. But then if you're working on other things, you might. They might recommend you, or then it's just like the way you kind of succeed is by building connections, but also just getting around. So
yeah. So more of the story, don't stop what you're doing. If you're really passionate about voice acting, push it to the limit.
Yeah.
From what I heard from those two, I can agree, because did you know I actually started voice acting by using wired headphones? Well, of course my equipment improved, and yet I still record on an iPad. But what that actually means is that yes, you're going to start out small, and you're going to improve throughout the years. So the advice is work with what you've got and hope to expand more.
I think it was. You want to go? I'll go first. All right, cool. All right. What was the question again? Well, definitely saving up, number one. But like, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy expensive, like, or anything like that. Like I'm using the Shores M7B, which is a $400 mic, but you don't need to have to go that high when you're starting out. Like they got mics out there for like maybe $100, if that. And of course, even then, like, equipment's only going to get you so far. You still have to build up the skill set in terms, because voice acting is still acting at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So like, the voice is definitely like a positive in terms of like, you have a good instrument, but you still have to. But it's still definitely more about your personality and your acting skills and what you can build for it. And like, so definitely, like, if you got the money, definitely take acting classes. Because the good acting classes are basically teaching you how not to act, to be natural, relatable, that sort of thing. And practice. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Get some, tea and things of that nature. Just ultimately, if you're broke and you're just trying to start and you're just starting out, like, if you were speaking, you get the job done. If you're just starting out, only like definitely make sure that it's something you want to do professionally. If you want to do something professionally, ultimately just make sure like it's that it's something you want to do first of all. I said that wrong. You get the idea, and also beyond that is basically just kind of, they basically already echoed everything I would have otherwise said, because, yes, exactly. Yes, thank you. And, but yeah, that's, anything else I would say is pretty much redundant and also involves audio nerd stuff that I don't want to bore everybody with, so. That's my answer.
I echo what everyone else said. But I would also suggest, like, before you upgrade your equipment, definitely ask yourself, like, is this what I want to do? Like, do you think I have a future in this? Is this really what I want to do before you upgrade? Because that's a big decision. And I would also suggest to be really active in the community. So to know people, and it will open up opportunities for you to be brought on for projects. That's my answer.
As for me, who started off from going from phone to a USB mic until First of all, it's always work hard no matter what kind of money you have. Even if it's an expensive one or not expensive one, just like everyone else said here, as long as you keep practicing, you'll do better, you'll do awesome. Always keep pushing yourself to do better no matter what people say to you.
Yeah.
You're going to need three things, okay? First, you need to start with what you have. We already talked about this. I started with a phone. You can also go to your school or local radio, volunteer, getting exposed to how the equipment works and get your hands on equipment. You can do that with your school or your local radio. Okay. Second, you need to hone your skills. Practice, practice, practice. Get coaching. Take classes. Get on stage. When I got a coach, it was a game changer. It totally changed my outlook on the third. Now, third, the most important thing, have courage. Have courage to chase your dreams. I would not be here. The voiceovers have changed my life completely. So have the courage to chase your dreams. You can do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And before I give my advice, I wanted to give another huge shout out to someone who was a true inspiration to me as a voice actor. Taught me how to crawl, walk, and run as a voice actor. And that is someone who none of us would be here today without her, and that is the amazing Miss Cashlyn Snow.
Yeah!
Anyway, my advice would be basically get started, work with what you have, and remember that voice acting is acting. And take acting classes, participate in community theater. Like, I still participate in community theater myself. And remember, it's not just a voice, it's being a character. Anyone could go on the stream, do a Bugs Bunny impression, go, what's up, Doc? But can you read anything as Bugs Bunny? Can you read Shakespeare as Bugs Bunny? Can you read the phone book as Bugs Bunny? Can you get electrocuted as Bugs Bunny? Can you fall down a really deep pit as Bugs Bunny? So, yeah, anyway, remember that at the end of the day, you're not doing a character's voice. You're being a character. You are that character.
You are the character. Good.
Is this thing on? Okay. So, due to time, and I want to give time for the cosplayers, we're going to wrap it up here. But thank you guys so much.
Woo! Long live Sonic Revolution!
Voice actors for Sonic Revolution. You guys do an amazing job with your characters in the panels and everything like that. There's a lot of voice alongside you. And again, kind of what Rockstar I wanted to add with the advice is don't ever give up. If you are passionate enough, you can do it. Chase your dream. If you get rejected, try again. Don't stop. Keep going. And I'll give it over to my other co-hosts for final words as well.
I just want to thank you guys for supporting us. This was all Kevin's idea, by the way. I think he was the man who wanted to do like these fun little character panels in between like all the stuff that Rebel was doing, and it attracted a lot of attention. We absolutely love the support, and I had not said this once on stage, and I've got to say it now. Otherwise, it will never happen again. I hate you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all for coming. It was great. And special thanks to Remix getting this all together. It's also my first Sonic Revolution, so I'm all the way from London. It was fantastic. I really like this. Brilliant.
All right. Well, we're going to turn it over to give time for the cosplayers. Again, if you are competing in a cosplay contest, please line up over there. And we will hand it on over to Shane and Louise for the cosplay contest when it's ready. So, thank you guys. Have fun at the con.